All right, the next one here is probably like one of the most common ones that I get asked in person and in the DMs. Is this an MLM or a pyramid scheme?
Yes.
What's good, guys? Today we're here with Wyatt Closes, and we're going to be answering some of the most frequently asked questions about the life insurance industry.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Wyatt. I've been in life insurance sales for about 2 years now. About 150 active guys in my downline. Closed plenty of business, recruited plenty of guys. Right now we're doing like 1.4, 1.5 million a month, and killing it.
All right, so I posted a poll on my Instagram to see what kind of questions you guys would have about the life insurance industry. And first one here is going to be, what has been your biggest profit month? For me, it was, what was it for you?
You can answer first.
I think mine's like 13 and a half.
Mine's over 50.
Like 50 what?
Over 50.
Over 50? Okay.
Yeah, couple
Well,
times.
we're not there yet. But mine's like 13 and a half, maybe like almost 14. But yeah, there's that question.
Give us a breakdown on where your money came from.
I'd say probably around like 7 or 8K of it came from personal production, my own pen, and then the rest was from the team.
I would say for me, I'm usually averaging maybe 10 to 12, maybe $15,000 a month profit on my personal pen, and I would say the majority of my income is coming from overrides, which is, you know, the team's production.
You want to read the next one?
Sure. What's the catch? Why doesn't everyone do this?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like most people just aren't even cut out for it. Like, you have to get licensed, you have to go through like this whole process in order to do it, and 95% of people fall off during that.
Yeah, I'd say there's two main reasons. I'd say the first one is kind of touching what you said. It takes a pretty specific personality to actually be a good salesman. You know, it's not for the weak, to say the least. The other actual like catch is chargebacks. A lot of people don't talk about that, but you know, you don't get paid on deals that don't stick, right? So you have to be a good agent, make sure the deals that you are writing actually stay on the books and the client pays into the policy, so you don't lose money, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
And
all right, the next one here is probably like one of the most common ones that I get asked in person and in the DMs. Is this an MLM or a pyramid scheme?
yes. But life is a pyramid, right? If you work at McDonald's, there's a CEO at the top making all the money while the bottom guys make $15 an hour. Biggest difference is when one of my agents drops, he makes the majority of the commission on that sale, right? Versus McDonald's, when you're selling burgers, putting the fries in the bag, you're making pennies on the dollar compared to what the bosses are making, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, in our situation, even the quote unquote bottom guys, the new agents, are still in a position where they can make over 10K a month. The next question is, what did you do before you started selling life insurance?
I mean, I got into it pretty much straight out of high school, but I had a job before this. I don't know if you guys know what Singer Vehicle Design is, but I was pretty much in the back of like a factory counting bolts in a warehouse. I was getting paid like $2,500 a month, and it wasn't like the worst money ever, but yeah, I mean, I was just working a normal job.
So you're just a normie.
I was a normie, and then I started doing this part-time, and then as soon as I made enough money doing this, I just quit my job and full send doing this.
Easy.
What were you doing before this?
I was doing a couple things. I've been in like trading stocks since I was like young.
Yeah.
I lost money a lot. So I started when I was like 15, lost money at 15, 16, had to get a job at 17. I worked at Chipotle wrapping burritos. And then I got into e-commerce after that, made a little bit of money doing that. Wasn't really consistent enough. Got into insurance sales like 2 years ago, and then the rest is history.
All right, next one here is, why insurance over other industries?
That's a good question. Kind of branching off what I just said. I mean, I've done trading, I've done e-commerce. With trading, you need a lot of capital and a lot of time to really get good. And when you're like, you know, when you're a kid and you're trying to make it happen, you don't really have that much capital. You do have a lot of time, but you know, you don't have that much money to really, you know, invest into your trades. Drop shipping is cool. It's definitely a business model that works. That's another thing that, you know, requires consistency, you know, also a lot of luck regarding, you know, organic videos like blowing up, or if you're doing paid ads, that requires you know, a lot of money up front. Versus insurance, yeah, you need to pay for your license. I mean, maybe it costs like $200, $250 total.
Yeah.
But once you're licensed, we pretty much provide the systems that you need as far as like leads and then dialers, so you don't have to pay to play.
Yeah.
Once you're licensed and trained up, you can pretty much close and just make commissions.
Yeah, I think I was all in like $350 to get everything done.
Yeah, so there's like, it's at both angles. Like, you know, it doesn't really cost that much to start. Doesn't really cost that much to keep it going, but you have still high income potential. All right, so the next question here from Sebastian is, how do I start?
Yeah, that's also one of the most common questions, but You basically just have to start your pre-licensing and then take the test and pass. But if you don't know where to find the pre-licensing, you can look it up online, or you can shoot me a DM and I'll send you a link to get a discount on it.
How did you find your IMO/FMO?
That's a funny story. I actually found out about it through just one of my high school friends texted me that her brother was doing life insurance and that I should get into it. She knew that I was a kid in high school that always was like trying to make money, whether it was drop shipping, building like a clothing brand or something like that. So she hit me up. He got on the phone with me, explained it, didn't ask me to like buy a course or anything, so I was open to doing it, and I just kind of started part-time, and then one thing led to the next. All right, next question from Zane is, does life insurance get you bitches?
Hell no.
All right, next question here is from the homie Cam. Why does doing what you do fulfill yourself in your endeavors?
Good question. Shout out Cam. There's two ways that I can answer that. I'd say the first way is on the agent's behalf, because we're pretty much taking guys that are young, 18 to 22, don't really have much income, don't really make that much money, and we're giving them the opportunity to actually make like a life-changing amount of money. So that's the first way that I would answer the question. Second way that I would answer the question in terms of fulfillment is because we're actually selling a product that our client not only wants but needs, right? Life insurance, if you die, your family gets money to cover expenses. If you don't have the policy that we have to offer, then there's not going to be enough money to cover the end of life costs. It's just a reality that not a lot of people think about as far as the product goes. So yeah, we're helping our clients, and I'm giving kids an opportunity to make a boatload of money. All right, next question is, do you do coaching?
I coach people on how to do sales, but no, I don't run any sort of like paid program. All you have to do is pay for your own licensing. You never pay me any money. I don't make any profit on you joining. All right, next question here. Another common one is how to make 10K a month.
Okay, another good question. So I'll answer this statistically and analytically in terms of how many policies you need to actually sell. So our starting agents come in at 75% on a 9-month advance. Long story short, the average commission usually ranges from $3 to $4, maybe $500 in your advance. Obviously, there's money in the back end, but you won't see that until the back end. With that being said, with $400 profit per sale, then we need basically 5 sales per week, 6 sales per week, 6 sales a week pretty much, to actually crack 10K a month. Now, as you get more production, as you're more seasoned, if you bring on guys, obviously your commission level raises from 75%. So your profit breakdown changes, kind of like how I explained earlier, how he made it his 13K. Does change as you kind of scale up. But yeah, for starting agents, you pretty much have to sell 6 policies a week. All right, another good question is, what's the best part about the insurance business?
Oh, it's got to be like the freedom of being able to kind of be wherever you want when you work, and being able to live with your friends. Like, we pretty much travel month to month, and I've taught my 3 best friends how to do this. We all live together, and you pretty much like learn a skill, learn how to make money with your best friends, and kind of do it wherever you want to go.
Okay, another question on here is, what separates your company from other companies?
I'd probably say the systems in place and the people here. First of all, having a free lead system and an AI speed dialer, and then basically being around a bunch of people that are under 25 making multiple 6 figures a year.
Baljit says, I'm 18 and don't know what to do. Help.
As long as you're 18 plus and in the US, then anyone can get licensed, so get licensed. All right, last question here is, do you need a college degree?
No, you don't even need a high school diploma. Again, you just mentioned, but 18 years old in the US, good voice, good work ethic, ability, ready to learn. That's all you need.
If you guys have any more questions about life insurance, about anything in general that you guys didn't get to put in there, just comment on the video and I'll reply with the answer.
Yep. Just a kind of final takeaway, a little message about Flynn. He joined this when he was 18, not really prior experience at all. Came into this with just a hard work, like a good work ethic, and want to make a lot of money, and he did. He was not really much different than the average Joe. He just saw a vision and made it happen. Simple as that.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll catch you in the next one. This was a little bit different style video, not buying anything or renting anything, but more informational based. But we'll catch you guys in the next one.